Good morning, sports investors. How are you doing today? Welcome back to the famed Rothstein Sports Investing Show, where we discuss the fuss about getting to the bag through sports investing and sports wagering. I am your beloved host, famed Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin, and today is Saturday, November 7th, 2020. We still don't know who the damn president is, even though we voted 3-4 days ago. All right. But it's about 5:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I'm getting the picks out to you early. All right. That makes it about 2:55 a.m. Pacific Time and just before midnight, Friday night in Hawaii. All right. But regardless of where you're listening, thank you for listening and welcome back to the show. Before I continue, couple two, three things here, all right? One, okay, like and subscribe to the show. Sign up for notifications. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment, all right? Sign up for notifications. Subscribe, all right? Also, at this point of the show, this is where I like to tell you that if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not listen to this program. Please instead contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need, because on this show, we discuss sports investing through sports wagering, and we don't want to be any triggers to any negative behaviors for you. So please contact your state or your local Gamblers Help Group, and hopefully they can get you on the path of the straight and narrow. But those of you who remain, you will become profitable sports investors, as you were last night, okay? We took BYU on the money line, got it cheap on the money line. You know, they had a 3.5-point spread, made me a little nervous. But when I thought about it, I was like, wow, BYU's going to probably smoke them, but I already had my ticket. But if you took them at -3.5, -4.5, like they were favored at kickoff, you still won, okay? Because they smoked Boise State on the Smurf turf, 51-17. And the over, again, I got the ticket early, was 59.5. Whether you teased it at that, got it at that, or took it at what it was at kickoff, 62.5, it went over. Okay, that's BYU. You know, Brigham Young University, or if you're a sports investor, beat your ass University, because that's what they've been doing to teams as they go 8-0. But we don't dwell on wins, we don't dwell on losses, we keep going, and we've got 3 today. Okay. First off, noon Eastern. We've got Liberty University at Virginia Tech. Battle of Virginia right now, okay? Best teams in the state. And yes, the best teams in the state. Liberty is better than University of Virginia in Charlottesville, okay? Liberty, as you know, founded by Jerry Falwell recently. I mean, like in the last, not that long ago, all right? Hold on. Let me shout out the homie right there. You seen the kangaroo, you know, so you know it's a bucket load like fuck it though edition of the famed Rothstein show. All right. But Liberty's 5-0. They're coached by Hugh Freeze. Okay? They're coached by Hugh Freeze, former Mississippi coach. All these guys who were coaching in major conferences at some point that are now coaching in some of the group of 5, group of 6 conferences, they're smoking those conferences. Frank Solich used to be Nebraska's coach. The last time they went to the national title game, he replaced Tom Osborne. Jim McElwain, the former Florida coach. You know, and he's lost a lot of weight, too. He's coaching in the MAC, I believe it's Central Michigan, the Mid-America Conference, that MACtion that we get on ESPN every Tuesday and Wednesday. All right? So, but Hugh Freeze, he's got them at 5-0. They light up the scoreboard, you know, nearly every time they play. They've got a win over a ACC team already, Syracuse. I know Syracuse is in the doldrums of the ACC, but still, that lets you know Virginia's legit. Or, I'm sorry, Liberty is legit. Okay, now they're playing Virginia Tech. You know, whether it was Frank Beamer was the coach, or who's the coach now. Virginia Tech always puts up points. Might not always win, But good weather like it's going to be in Blacksburg today, they'll put up points. So therefore, we're expecting the over. Because if Virginia Tech doesn't put up points, Liberty's going to smoke them. Okay? Or upset them. At least Liberty's, I think, a 17.5-point underdog. We're going to take the over 67.5 in that game, all right? Liberty-Syracuse, over 67.5. All right? Second game, 2 o'clock Eastern. I'm sorry, Liberty and Virginia Tech. Second game, 2 o'clock Eastern. Okay, speaking of Syracuse, we've got Syracuse at home hosting Boston College. As you know, Boston College was in the dogfight last week with number 1 Clemson. And were beat by Clemson's backup quarterback late. You know, about 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, they took the lead, or however, whatever time they took it, but it was in the fourth quarter. Boston College going to be a little salty. You know, probably a little flat early, but they'll come out salty. You know, they'll get a little salty and decide to start taking it to Syracuse. It's on turf. At home, Syracuse, they'll put up points. They just can't stop anybody. They had a dogfight with Clemson early in the year, except Clemson pulled away earlier. About midway through the third, Clemson started pulling away. But again, Syracuse will put up good points on the road, or at home, rather. So this total is set at 52.5. It was set at 52.5. It's moved up a point to 53.5. It's still going to go over. Okay? We're going to take the over of 53.5 for Syracuse hosting Boston College. All right? And the last game, 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay? We've got Oklahoma State at Kansas State. Big 12, okay? I think Oklahoma State's a favorite by like 10 points, 12 points, something like that. But, again, first of all, it's going to be nice weather out in Manhattan, Kansas, all right? Nice weather out there today. And Kansas State, you know, they usually play serviceable defense, but, well, at least for a Big 12 school. But when the better Big 12 schools come through, they know they've got to open it up a little bit, try and score a little bit. And I believe the Wildcats will score some points today. Oklahoma State's defense is solid, better than average, but it's the Big 12 as well. They score on each other. And Oklahoma State, you know, they've got the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who was a Heisman hopeful in the beginning of the season. Not so much anymore. Quarterback, he's serviceable. Nothing to write home about, but he will make some plays on third down. And both of these teams have the ability to score. It's just a matter of getting the right packages on the field. If I'm not mistaken, Oklahoma State went over last week in the first half. The game total, them in Texas or wherever they played, they went over at the half. You know, so like I said, you know, you had an NFL quarterback in Ellinger for Texas. Oklahoma State knew they had to open it up. And if you remember last year, Oklahoma State was one of our darlings. After T-Boone Pickens had passed, rest in peace, you know, we started taking Oklahoma on the overs in the win, in the cover, because, you know, they were going to dedicate the season to him. All right? So in this game set, the total is set at 46.5. Actually, I got it at 46. It was 46.5, then it went down to 46. Now it's up to 47.5. All right? Pardon me. We done faded to black. Let me turn my phone back on because I'm about to go in the grocery store. That's why I'm sitting in my car. We're going to take Florida State. What the fuck am I talking about? We're going to take Oklahoma State and Kansas State to go over 46.5. If it's at 47.5, if you want to tease it back, go ahead, be my guest. But it's going to go over. I think they're going to score well into the 50s, all right? So let's recap, all right? 12 o'clock, Liberty University at Virginia Tech. They're going to go over 67.5. That line, that's what I got it at, and it hasn't moved. 2 o'clock, Boston College at Syracuse. Okay? We're going to take that game to go over 52.5. 53.5 is what it's at now. We're going to take it to go over that. 52.5, 53.5, whichever number you want it at. All right? And the last one, we have Oklahoma State at Kansas State. The total is set at 46, 47.5. Take the over. Okay, if you want to tease it back to 46, go ahead and do that. I didn't tease any lines. I just called them while they were there. All right? So those are your 3 picks. You have plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And you know the show's motto, if there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow with an NFL Sunday and recap today's action, all right? But in the meantime, if we're not already hooked up on social media, let's do it. My Instagram, at fame_Rothstein, FAME_ROTHSTEIN, okay? There'll be a short version of this video up there shortly, okay? My email address, famerothstein@yahoo.com, FAMEROTHSTEIN @yahoo, okay? .com. And, you know, like I said, like and subscribe to this program, okay? We publish on here every Saturday and Sunday and every Wednesday. Wednesdays, I usually give you a rant about something before I give you a pick or two, all right? And don't forget my Twitter, at Biggie Rothstein, BIGGIEROTHSTEIN. If you've been a follower of the program, you understand, you know why the name is different. All right? But yeah, that's all I got for today, folks. Let's go out. Let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. Let's be courteous to each other. And we'll be back to talk about it tomorrow. But until then, everybody, peace.